Hello. Welcome to TRG Central. This is episode 17 of the 2025 Road to the Triple Crown series. This episode will be looking at weeks 40 to 41 and 42. Unfortunately, week 40 and 41 have no races, but week 42 has two that we added to the schedule this past week. That is Perryville Stakes, grade 3, $350,000 purse, and across the border going into Canada, we'll be covering the Ontario Derby, grade 3, $150,000 purse. Of course, both of these races are for the 3-year-old male, and since they're grade 3 races, they'll probably just have our second tier type horses running in the races. First off, you'll see our top 20 for the male. Citizen Bull still on top. He has 454 victory points. Near Quest 425. Switch over and do the females, and then we'll get right into running this episode, week 42 races. And since we're running a race in Canada, that means that will be a few new jockeys added to the set. And also, I think 4 or 5 new horses, too. Here we go. Our female top 20. You see in the car, then 5G. Car has 595 points. Probably going to be the number 1 horse of the year. And 5G, number 2 horse at 3, I should say filly, at 375. The rest are all kind of close, and if they happen to run another race or two before the end of the year, could change the standings a bit. So let's go ahead and get over to the schedules. And as you see, we're on week 42. If you scan up here to week 40 and 41, they're ship weeks, which means there were no races scheduled. So we have two. As I mentioned, the Ontario Derby is being run at Woodbine. That's in Canada. The 7 entrants. This is the one that we have a few new horses. So let's go ahead and lock them and take a look here. And if I remember correctly, he's no joking and Mancetti have raced before in our Triple Crown series, but I think the other 5 have not. So these are all new horses that'll be carded. And if anybody is keeping track, these will be released in in issue 8 of the Road to the Triple Crown series from ASCgames.com. I'm expecting that issue 8 to be released sometime next week. We have one more major race before we head into the to our TRG Breeders' Cup races, and that'll be the Mother Goose, and it should run next weekend. So hopefully we'll get all fillies carded and have the issue 8 out before that race is run next weekend. And then we'll have one final issue 9, and that'll cover all the 3-year-olds that are in the real life Breeders' Cup races, as we'll have a couple Breeders' Cup style races ourselves. That'll have those maybe some of those horses entered along with the horses that are in our top 20. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the other race scheduled for today. That's Perryville Stakes. It's running Kennelin, $350,000 purse. And there's our horses there. I think the only horse in this one, or colt I should say, is Taylor's Version. It's been his first appearance in our series. All the rest have run at least one race, and we'll take a look at those when we do the past performances. Remember, before we can start any races on the week that we're on, that they must be locked, and then we can run the next scheduled race, which will be the Ontario Derby. So we'll head out to Woodbine for that. And there's some statistics. And here's our morning line. You said Mazzella is overwhelming favorite for this one. Take a look at the past performances. As I mentioned, I think he's not joking, and Mazzetti are the only ones that are raced in our series. And I was right. There's the 5 new horses. Mazzetti, look at that, neither one has won any money, so the first time that any of them would pick up some purse money in our series. He's not joking, it has run into Jeff Ruby and Holy Bull. And Mazzetti has been in the Jerome, and then we put him in the allowance weight a little later. Okay, so let's head back over to the betting window, and we'll just go ahead and start the race. Here we are at Woodbine. This is a 9 furlong race. Quickly take a look, and you can see some of these jockeys, it's also their first time in the series. I don't think we've seen any of those, or that one. I think Capella may or may not have run this year, but we've seen him last a year or so ago, Rafael Hernandez and Patrick Husband. So the first few here, Fraser Alvey, Petro, Moran, and Esquin Flores, and Ryan Mugler should be their first time out in our series. So, I think everything's all set. Let's go to the sewage tower. They're giving the okay, and Benzetta is out of the gate first. We have Boyer Trail and let's see, 6. Who's 6 now? Lifestyle. 6 and 2. See, here's our running leader, and we have Mazzella as we figured the leader, and he was favored by a lot. The rest of the group looks like it's going to be a pretty competitive race for second. Oh, 6 and 3 have caught up a little bit. Lifestyle and pretty capable. But it's going to be awful close, much closer than I figured. But Mazzella does hold off. One guy looks like came in second and pretty capable third. There you have it. Mazzella wins the race, picking up 50 KD victory points. And of course, winning $90,000 out of the purse of 150. Okay, so looks like that's it for Woodbine. Let's go to our second race of the afternoon, and that's the Perryville Stakes. It's locked and ready to go. There's some statistics. It's going to be a shorter race, 7 furlongs here at Kenland than a dirt track. This one here, we're pretty sure the Taylor's version is the only horse that has not run in our Road to the Triple Crown Series. We'll take a look at past performances for everybody else. Wow, look at gaming. 7 races. Barnes, 4. Much different than the race up in Ontario. Captain Hook, 5 races. 7 races for all my. You can see Taylor's version is not raced yet. Here, and actually Rolando is one with the lead, other than Taylor's version. On those raced twice and done very well, first and second place. Let's see. Got a second in Lounge Lafayette. He won. Let's go up to Gaming. He's out of 7. He's won 2. Came in second twice. Let's see. Pat Daly Mile. Hot Springs Handicap. Came in first. Barnes has not won a race this year. It only came in third once out of the 4. That was this Van Felipe. Go down here to the Captain's Hook, ran 5 times and not won a race, but it's come in second twice. That looks like the Wimp Memorial and Winner's Stakes. And you can see he ran in the Kentucky Derby. That's probably the Kentucky Derby heat race. And Peter Pan. Going on Owen Lombardi with 7 starts has won 2 races. Tampa Bay and Pascal Sticks came in second in the Sam F. Davis. And you can see the leading money winner out of all of ours is Gaming with 500,000. Also has the best TRG BC, 111. You ran that in the Hot Springs. Averaging only a 94. Look at this average barn. Adding 30. Oof. Fernando's at 100 average. He's done very well in the 2 races. And then you can see that one here with their TRG speed for Owen Almighty. Okay, let's go ahead and head back over to Lift the Moving Line. It looks like it's a pretty competitive race. So let's head over to Kenneland and get this race underway. Okay, we're at Kenneland, and again, this is the 7 furlong race. We're using the chute in the upper right corner of the Kenneland racetrack. Go over the horses. Rolando, Captain Hook, Owen Almighty, Barnes, Taylor's Virgin, Taylor. Oh, it is Virgin. Okay. And Gaming. You see all of the jockeys that are riding the horses in the Perryville Stakes are seasoned veterans on this circuit for the 2025 Road to the Triple Crown. So let's go ahead and get this race started. Stuart Tower says everything's a go, and they're off on horse 5. That's Captain Cook out of the gate first here in the back straight. For the 7 furlong race, there is just 1 turn. And we have Captain's Hook and Taylor's Vision in second and very close, only 1 space behind. 2 spaces now going into the home stretch behind Captain Hook. And it's now 3. It looks like Captain Cook has won the race. And too much ran out of those guys. And 3 and 4 both passed at the finish line. There you have it. Captain Cook first wins $210,000 in purse money and 50 victory points. Taylor's version came in fourth in his first time out. Gaming and then Rolando. Rolando, after two good starts, kind of faltered in this one. Okay, so that is, as I said, in our next 10:25. Yeah, 10:25. That's next Saturday. We have the Mother Goose, and that'll pretty much free up the racing until we go into. Oh, there's just an allowance race there. 46. There's Hill Prince, and then 49 Parkland One. Then the allowance races, and I think this one here is our TRG Breeders' Cup races. So the next one will be the Mother Goose. That'll be the race that will end episode issue 8 with. Once we get the horses down, we'll publish issue 8, and then when the real life Breeders' Cup horses are announced and we gather up all the 3-year-olds, we'll make a final issue number 9 for the 2025 Road to the Triple Crown. You see, we'll still have a few more uh, episodes for the 2025 Road to the Triple Crown as we have a few more really good races on tap. The allowance is just an allowance. But then after the Hill Prince 200, another grade 3. Then we have the Clark and Hollywood. Clark is 2, a Hollywood grade 1. Clark has 600,000. And then we have the Christmas races, couple allowance races, and then we have the Christmas Spectacular and the Malibu 6. Christmas Spectacular we'll probably do maybe a random selection of 8 or 9 horses as we set that up. And then the Malibu Stakes there. What we'll probably do is we'll switch these and have the Christmas Spectacular Malibu run after the Christmas Spectacular. And then the final week of the year, we run on New Year's Eve, we run our BC. You can see we have the fillies, 2 heat races in the finals, and the same thing with the colt, 2 race races in the finals. So that'll give us the top 20 in both. We'll put in the heat races, and then in the finals, we'll take maybe in the top 8 or 10 horses in the finals, and in the heat races, then put them in the finals. Okay, well, let's finish up here by regenning. Well, since the females didn't run, there's no need to do that. We'll do the males. Take a few seconds here to generate the leaders here for the males. As we've now run quite a few races in 2025. Road to the Triple Crown, finishing up with the TRG BC Classic races. You see there's really no change here in the top 20. There was a 50-pointer, but that didn't get the winner. Oh, there's Captain Cook and Owen Almighty. Both of them were in the one race, so they are in the top 20. And you can see we raised $297 males during our Road to the Triple Crown series. Well, okay, that's it here from TRG Central. This is Gary signing off. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next time.